Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Rise and Shine with Miko. Before we get started, I want us to really take some time to ground into this moment right here and right now with some deep breaths in. So if you would like to join me, you can put one hand or both hands over your heart and just deeply breathe into your heart center, your heart space. Let's do one more deep breath in directly to your heart, breathing in. And let it out. Okay, so I felt like it was really important for us to ground ourselves back to this moment, because if you can feel the energy around us, especially this week and on Wednesday, inauguration day, the energy is really chaotic. There's so much going on our planet nowadays that sometimes you really just gotta take a pause, take a couple deep breaths, and just ground yourself back to this moment. And I want to share something with you all that's been coming up for me. Just full transparency. I mean, I don't pretend like I've got it all together, because honestly, I feel like I'm also in a massive transition stage in my journey, mentally, emotionally, physically, professionally, spiritually, where I am in a transition between the old paradigms, the old ways of being, the old ways of doing things, the old power structures are collapsing, and transitioning into a new world that completely it's different. It's a brand new world where things are, we operate differently, we value different things differently, and I feel like I'm in the middle of all of that, just like with all of you, right? Just like with all of you, but some of us may be deeply connected to what's happening, but some of us may not have any idea of what's going on, and they feel stuck. They feel in the depths of like the most depressing times of their lives, and I want to open up space to talk about these things so that you don't feel like you're alone in this. You don't feel like, things are completely collapsing and you don't know what to do, because you're supposed to not know what to do, right? Things are really collapsing. The old power structure where we used to get power from our success, from our achievements, from the dollar, the money in our bank account, to the degrees that we get from colleges, like that power structure no longer works. It's collapsing. If you're not paying attention, it's collapsing right now. That's not the way that people value, what they value today may be love and connection and joy, what brings us a deep sense of fulfillment in the right here and right now, versus having a nice nest egg that we are saving up 40 years from today. There are so much that are changing in today's society that what used to matter no longer matters. And I'm experiencing that. I'm experiencing that in my entire beingness every single moment of every day. Like I feel like I'm being pulled in two different directions every single moment of every day. One moment I'm being pulled to follow my calling, follow what lights up my soul, follow what lights up my heart and what gives me joy, what I know to be true with my spirit, with the core of my being, right? One moment I'm being called to follow that, but then another moment I'm being pulled back by the old ways of being, the old power structure, the old need to make money, the old need to be responsible, which is to sacrifice your soul, to sacrifice your heart, to sacrifice your time, to take care of yourself, sacrifice your happiness and your liveliness, your livelihood to just make money, right? How many of us have put our health to the back burner, to put our happiness, our joy to the back burner, just to make that paycheck, just to make that money, that chasing after success, giving up our time with family, giving up our time with loved ones, just to make it, right? Just to survive. That's the old paradigm, and it's collapsing. That doesn't work anymore. More and more of us are waking up to what truly matters to our soul, to our heart, And that's deep connection with people. That's deeply, creating a deep, intimate connections with people where we are coming from the heart and not living in our head all the time, and just experiencing a deep sense of joy, playing like little kids again, and just being fully alive in our bodies, fully alive mentally, emotionally, sexually, spiritually. That's what we are going into this new world that is getting birthed into humanity right now. So if you find yourself still holding on to the old paradigm, the old power structure of, I gotta make this money even though I am dying inside every single day, my soul is dying, my heart is breaking, it's like, it's suffocating inside. If you're holding on to this old paradigm, you can only hold on so much longer until you completely collapse. Because collectively, on a massive scale, humanity and consciousness, we are shifting out of that. We are rising out of that. And if you're not catching up, if you're not following us, then you are going to stay behind and suffer in a way where, what I mean by suffering means is that deep down, when you have all these potentials, when you know deep down that there's so much more out there for you to experience and to fully live into, and if you're not choosing to fulfill those potentials, that's what creates the suffering. If you're not catching up to your own expansion, right? You are expanding spiritually with your soul, with consciousness, but if you're not catching up to that, if you're not allowing yourself to catch up to it, and you're holding on to the old paradigm, the old power structure of what you value money, maybe you value money over your health, your well-being, you value money over love and connections with friends and family, or maybe you value success and the promotion over what feels right to your heart, what feels right to your soul. If you keep holding on to that, eventually things are gonna collapse. It's already collapsing, and this is just the beginning. And if you feel confused and lost, and you don't know how to navigate through this time, it's important to put yourself in a community. It's important to put yourself in a community of individuals who are going, following the expansion. So creating space for the expansion, following the heart, following the truth. Lean on to those people, because, being in that energy collectively, it's really gonna rise you up as together as well, versus you trying to figure this out, trying to hold on to something that no longer works. And this is what I'm personally experiencing. Honestly, every day I am shedding away what used to matter in my life that no longer matters, right? It makes no sense to say, I don't know, I'm not gonna prioritize my day based on what's gonna make me money. I'm gonna prioritize my day moment by moment based on what gives me life, what's gonna give me life inside my heart, inside my soul, what lights up my soul, what gives me joy. That's my priority. Even though it makes no sense to completely to most people this may feel like it's irresponsible, right, to not make money, to not pay the bills, and I'm still paying my bills. just saying, I'm still taking care of those things. I'm still living up to my commitments, but I don't, I'm struggling to find words to describe how I'm feeling right now, because that's literally how I'm feeling. There's no way to put words to describe this transition that we're experiencing right now as a collective, as a humanity consciousness. So I guess I gave it a try. I gave it a try to express myself, and I'm giving you all of you permission as well to do this, to really express what's coming up for you, to verbally express, even though it may make no sense, but you are clearing out energy that may be going on, like this chaotic energy going on within your body right now, trying to make sense of what's happening. If you can even verbally express that, even if it makes no sense, right? Just like how I've been trying to do on this Facebook Live today, I stumble on my words because it's so hard to explain what I'm feeling in this transition. And yeah, things are happening. This is an exciting time to be alive. But if you feel lost, if you feel uncertain, if you feel stuck on your own, like get yourself into a community, get yourself support, because it's so much easier to do this together versus doing this alone. And I'm here for you if you would like to have a space, a listening ear to just verbally vomit, emotionally vomit, and just clear the space for yourself so that you have more room to get clarity, to really figure out what's next for you. So I'm here, send me a message and I would love to chat with you. And other than that, I'm sending so much love your way. Remember to breathe, ground yourself back to this moment, and trusting and loving that, knowing all is well. All is well. All right, sending so much love your way, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.